rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. I'm giving you all the positive energy, cosmic light, eternal healing. Receive it inside of you, put it elsewhere, and give it to somebody else. I'm so alive. 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 Come, let's say this again. I am so alive. I'm 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 so alive. You know, somebody just wrote on a comment section, I think it was 2 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, and this person was like, "Ra, I'm never used to you being like this." Truth is, I'm always loud, right? I'm in Aries. My element is fire, right? First deacon. It's a motivating spirit and energy, right? And I was looking at my videos previously, and I was like, no, Lord, and I really need to be, you know, motivating to that point. Let people feel my energy, the essence of my energy. It is important. I'm the living consciousness of the sun. Therefore, I always have to present myself as such when I have to do all my videos. People need to feel this intense energy that will best motivate them, right? Because that's what I want for you guys. I want you to be motivated inside, to find your way, and to be able to break any type of cycle that is negative in your life, so that you can always vibrate high. That's what this is all about. You having to raise your frequency in your vibration by the sound of my voice every time when I speak in this content, or on this content, rather to say. So don't be surprised, right? I'm always like this. I'm very loud. As a matter of fact, I'm not loud enough right now. You know, I'm always confident. I have so much super confidence, right, that usually I don't like putting it out there to you guys so that you can actually feel this essence of the energy that I have inside of me. So I'm giving you all the positive energy. Receive it well, take it within, and let it benefit you greatly. Make use of it, right? Because I know that I'm not wasting my time coming out here smiling nowadays, you know. Having to change your guys to feel the same. Somebody might be feeling sad, you know, somebody might be feeling a type of way. I don't want that. I want people, whenever they watch my content now, right, for people to feel the essence of energy. I want to motivate you, even though you feel as if you can't be happy all the time. You can't be fully energized. You have to. That is your power. It lies within you. You have to reach out to it and make sure that you become the aroma of happiness, so much energy, positivity inside of you, and weigh off all the negative energies that want to consume you all the time, right? You owe it to yourself, and you can actually establish a better way for you to always vibrate high, because it is the most important thing, especially if you want to be spiritual all the time. You have to keep up with it. It's not easy to maintain it, man, right? That is why I usually tell people, make sure that you are away from anything or anybody that might be lowering your vibration. You must always have things that will motivate you. The music that you're listening, everything that you're watching, right? Every type of an activity that you're doing all the time. If it is impacting you to raise your consciousness and your vibration, to be so beneficial to you in your lifetime, then you should always stick to that. But if it's something that always takes you backwards, not to actually be fulfilled the way that you would want to, then it is a problem. If you can't see through how to break off that cycle, you have to wake up from all the sleep and make sure that you're in control of your energy, take it within you, and make sure that you put it in a good use to the point that it will be able to also benefit other people around. You must always look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to have this mentality. When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you have to be like, would I be very comfortable to be around me, right? That is the first question you must ask yourself. If it is a yes, then you've got all the confidence in check, right? Because you definitely know that when you step foot in that room, definitely people are going to feel in love with your energy, okay? They will be more attracted to you. If you're feeling that I wouldn't be around myself right now, then you have to do something about it, right? You have to do something about it, man. Your energy belongs to you, and you should never ever let anybody else have control over it. And that's what this is all about. Today it is my opening, and I don't know why I'm talking so much. Let me actually stick to what I'm actually gonna talk about today. The topic of today, I never plan my videos, man. Like, I honestly never plan my videos, right? I just come up here and start talking. So the topic today is the soul feat, right? The soul feat and the inability of doing yoga. Now, yesterday I was busy with my stuff, right? And I came to think of a comment which I remember I did reply to this person. I was specifically talking about the yoga, the importance of doing yoga or using yoga to stretch your body in order for you to be able to break all sorts of blockages within, right? And I remember there was a person who made a comment, and this person, this person was open up to say that I'm incapable right now, right, because I'm sitting on a wheelchair, to have to actually stretch my body the way you have actually advised us. This person was like, I'm not quite sure about the message, but I remember what this person was asking about. He or she was like, I wanted to know that how will I actually be able to do this, because I'm unable to move my legs, right? Due to the fact that I had an accident and this literally affected his spinal cord. And I remember that I said to this person, that to this cosmic light being, listen, it is okay. Already your body, your Merkaba, fully understands what you're going through, right? And therefore, you can always have other ways for you to actually raise your consciousness and your vibration and break all that cycle. Remember that everything is in your mind. Your body is inside of your mind. Your mind is the one that's in control of everything. No matter what happens, if your legs are amputated, all of that, right? Always keep this in your mind, that I can reestablish everything within the aspects of my mind, because that's where the universe is and it does exist. Everything which you think it might be broken, you can always fix it within you, but there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing has been broken to you. You're still there. So I just wanted to talk about that. And another thing, there was a time whereby I was telling people that your soul is not on your forehead, on your first eye, right? Because people have this belief inside of their minds that the soul seat is where the first eye is, and which is not. Some also say that or think that the soul is sitting around your chest, right? Which is not again. I was telling everybody that your soul is at your feet. Hands, soul, feet, okay? Your soul is at your feet. It is important for you to always walk with your barefoot, right? So that you can actually recharge your soul to have all the power and the particles for you to actually have this transformation you need. You having to receive information, downloads and all of that, it always begins from the ground, okay? And somebody commented, I don't know if this person was making a joke or this person was trying to be silly, I'm not sure, but I don't think that I was able to respond to that person, okay? And to answer this today, which I'm going to talk about it, right, is the fact that it doesn't matter if you no longer have feet or your feet have been amputated, okay? It doesn't matter. Remember that your whole entire Merkaba body there's a reflection of it where it can't actually be affected because you can't destroy energy, right? This means that your soul is always at your feet. For as long as you live in this planet, that's where your soul is, okay? No matter what happens to your legs, you're always connected to the essence of your soul from the root of your ground. Even if it means that your legs have been amputated, you can still sit on the ground and ground yourself. You can still put up your hands on the ground and ground yourself, right? Grounding yourself is you being attached to the ground essence, and you having to lie down, for example, having to lie down instead of you sleeping on the bed, right? It makes a better function to connect with the ground, and you become so grounded to the point that everything of your whole entire body is able to actually have and create that relationship with the ground. That's what matters. You see, everything that's in nature, it is grounded. In order for something to have a balance and stand, it has to be grounded. You are always grounded for as long as you're going to be attached to the ground in whatever activity that you're doing, lying down, putting your legs, or even putting your forehead on the ground. It is also positive. You are able to ground yourself whether or not you have legs, right? It doesn't really matter. For as long as you still have the parts of your body, you can be able to actually connect yourself with the ground and start to be grounded. Very important. So I wanted people to actually understand that it doesn't matter what has happened to you, right? You can always have a relationship with the ground, because that's where you get all the information. That's where you're able to actually connect with yourself and have all that energy to vibrate high inside of you and have all that cycle. I remember I've been telling you guys that there's what you call the Hara line, right? The Hara line, it is not usually visible to everybody, especially to all men. But the only time when the Hara line becomes visible, it is when a woman is pregnant, okay? Usually in the hospitals, they use this Hara line to be able to, let's say, for example, a woman is unable to actually give birth through natural means, right? They're gonna have to actually use the Hara line to measure in a sequence for them to be able to actually cut through the stomach without actually making any fault or mistakes, so that they can actually be able to take out the child properly, right? And have that birth, the Caesar birth, if I'm not mistaken. So that is how that is the Hara line. This Hara line connects us with the ether, right? Which is the universe, the fifth ether, which is the element within the universe. As it connects, it goes through our mind all the way up to the ground and connects with us to our soul feet, right? And it is a reason whereby now, when you start to recharge yourself and try to connect, there's a cycle that is measured around that Hara line, and it goes up and up, up and down as in a cycle, which is a cipher, which is a circle, which is the black hole, which is the womb cycle, right? It keeps on going on and on as it regenerates your whole entire Merkaba connected to your Hara line, as you're deeply rooted and grounded to the flow, or to the ground, rather to say. Therefore, that way, it is recycling all that information, downloads that you really need to receive. I usually tell people that when you're having your hair like this, the Hara line connected to the cycle, when it keeps on actually exchanging in the sequence of endless cycle, it actually penetrates in storing all that energy and the information on your head, okay, which is your hair. Then from there, you become stronger, right? You become stronger. The more your hair grows, the Hara line that is connected to that cycle, right, it keeps on actually charging up all the information inside in your hair. Now, if it happens that it finds that you have no hair at all, especially natural hair, then that cycle, right, it exits from your head. Therefore, you are not actually storing anything. That is why for you to gain greater knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you have to have hair in order for you to be able to understand spirituality and start to have a connection, right, in a deepest length. Someone will actually say that, but Ra, I don't have hair, but I'm able to understand this information. Yes, you are limited to that, okay? It won't actually take you very far. You're always going to be limited, but the moment when you have hair, then now you'll be able to actually connect with that information, and you'll be able to actually expand and have an area to connect to the deepest land of the spiritual essence that is outside of you, but yet still connected inside of you. I know that now I've opened the question somebody's going to write there, but Ra, I don't have hair, how do I grow it? Like I always tell you, there are natural products for you to actually apply on your hair in order for you to actually grow your hair. However, the other way for you to actually use this, you need to get a spray of water, be in the sun all the time, and spray over your head. Just roam around the sun, stay there for the longest of time, every single day, whenever chance or any chance that you get, then definitely your hair will be able to grow back. I hope I answered you guys, I hope I did answer you guys. But anyway, so it's all the importance of you having to actually grasp all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding within as you're connecting with the ground and everything that you're doing. Now that I've explained the soul part, right, with the soul part, it wasn't actually the deepest land. I just wanted to let people know that even though your legs are amputated, you're still able to ground yourself, and the reflection of your body that's spiritual on the other side is still deeply rooted and connected. It is not cut off like your legs being amputated. The spiritual essence of your legs is still there, and therefore it is connected to the soul, which is at your feet for as long as you're leaving this planet, right? Because every planet or places or dimensions has different parallels of how things are supposed to be done, where your soul is supposed to be added and connected to, or how it actually has to bring all the cycle in order for you to be able to actually have the existence of that soul at that time to make use of it, right? It depends. But in this planet, your soul feet will always be at your feet. Your soul will always be at your feet. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Let us go to an air break. When we come back, we dive deep in how you can actually be accessible if you're incapable of having to do yoga spiritually, that you can do it without you actually having to be physical. Welcome back. I'm giving you all the positive energy, eternal healing, cosmic light. Take it within you, put it elsewhere, and give it to somebody else. It is very, very important. Let us do the practice of the inner healing of the breathing technique, right? The left hemisphere brain activity and the right hemisphere brain activity. Let us breathe in 13 seconds. That's all it takes. Focus attention in your first eye and hold your breath for a count of 13 seconds. Let us go. Can you feel that? Listen, your mind is clear, you have focus, your first eye has just revitalized your energy. You're feeling so light. Do you feel it? You are feeling so light. All the tension, the pressure is all gone instantly, you know? Your voice sounds so clear with so much confidence because you know what you're speaking about, what you're saying, right? That's the power you have just generated inside of you. Always keep this in mind. It is important. Do this breathing technique in the morning 3 times, afternoon, and before you sleep. If you want to bring back all the confidence, right, to revitalize yourself with this energy, keep up with this breathing technique all the time. If you're feeling all the power, press the subscription button. Make sure that you place a comment. Tell us how you feel about this breathing technique and how it is benefiting you positively. It is always important for you to actually choose your own reflection and have the power of practicing the breathing techniques in order for you to be there in a high standard spiritually. That's what this is all about. Now, keep this in mind, right? Because you're incapable of doing yoga, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to actually break all the cycle that is a blockage within you. You can be able to do that. If literally you can be able to actually stretch your legs like this and do this, man, literally you are able to actually now conjure all this energy within to start to actually maneuver your whole entire body and start to penetrate through that healing. Keep this in mind again. Your body is inside of your mind. This means that when you're doing your meditations all the time, you can actually look inward and focus in the important channels that are connected to all of your chakras. If you are able to align your chakras properly and well and be balanced, then you have nothing to worry about. Most probably, the reason why you're going through blockages is because you haven't dealt with having to open your root chakra and opening all of your chakras as they follow each other the way as a pattern, right, to come to your first eye and your crown chakra. It is because now they're not fully active the way they have to be, right? you don't need to only stretch your body to actually fix that. You can be able to do it with the essence of your mind. This means that you have to pay much time in doing your meditations. When you're focusing in your mind, you can go to each and every aspect of your body. You can go to each and every aspect of your body in order for you to be able to actually bring that healing and be able to align yourself properly through the channels that are very important, that will have a way to enlighten you spiritually. Your body has to go through the physical enlightenment right within. Everything that is inside of your body is spiritual, but yet physical as well. The way you affect it in a physical way, definitely you will be able to actually touch base on a spiritual essence. So when you have to meditate all the time, the best way, if you're unable to do yoga, you have to use your mind to focus at a specific channel of all of your chakras. Take a look at this for you to actually better understand what I mean when I talk about your chakras. You will actually be able to understand which chakra is placed at what position in order for you to focus on it when you do your meditation. And that is how you will be able to break any form of a cycle that might be a blockage inside of your body. Take a look at this. Now you've gained so much knowledge about the chakras. Your chakras only need to be concentrated every time when you meditate. When you focus yourself in a specific meditation, in a specific chakra, the more you do that, it is the more it gets to actually expand and to grow, to have all that power in order for you to be able to free yourself from any certain blockages within. Therefore, you will be able to break any blockages in any negative cycle. If you keep up with your practice, concentrate and meditate, do your breathing technique, then there won't be any sort of a problem. Everybody, you joined into my channel so that you can actually be an ascended master. This is a channel of ascended masters. Some of you have your PhDs, your degrees, you have your diplomas, your higher certificate. In this channel, you are here to gain the masters of understanding that you are the sun, and for you to be able to better understand what energy is all about, how to control it, and how to manipulate energy. You have joined this channel so that you can be an ascended master, sun gazer, the powerful source that is within you. Take it into full practice in order for you to grow the standard of a spiritual essence and remember everything that you might have forgotten about yourself. Isn't this amazing? To all my sun gazers who are always going out there in the sun gazing without wearing any shoes, connecting with nature, you have joined the Living Sun Consciousness, the Sun Ascended Masters channel, because you are an ascended master. If you are a sun gazer, you are proud, and it has brought nothing but great change in your life. Press the subscription button. It is very important. Make sure that you share this video, give it to somebody else out there so that they can actually grow into this great land of understanding themselves, how powerful they can be. I'm giving you all the positive light, cosmic light, eternal healing, all the eternal blessings. Keep it inside of you, put it elsewhere, and give it to somebody else. I love you so much. I hope you really did understand everything that I've said. Make your own research within, and you'll be able to actually expand and grow and have the length of a spiritual essence you are meant to be all this time. Love and cosmic light.
In this world, there are so many things which you can achieve when you are alone.
It is always good for you to always have that high.
It is very important to do these things first thing in the morning when you wake up. Don't wake up and then you start to think about food. You wanna have your breakfast. Breakfast is not good at all. It slows you down anyway. But when you wake up, the first thing that you wanna do